crispy beats.
That's right. That's right. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
EAGLES Eagles.
That's right, baby.
We're going all the way.
All the way. All the way to the Super Bowl. Because if you don't know, then you're probably living under a rock, and you probably shouldn't be watching this podcast because you're not going to enjoy it.
This episode or just the podcast in general?
This episode for sure. Because we wanted to touch on the Eagles last episode against that Giants game, and we never did because it was such a good episode. But, I mean, this episode is sports. It's going to be an Eagles field day for us.
Is.
So
Eagles fuck fest.
If you don't want to listen to the Eagles, I suggest you tune out right now and put on last week's episode
later. Yeah, we had your cousin on last week. Yep.
Yeah, that was last week.
And he's a big Eagles fan too. He was there at the game.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he had like really close seats too.
We could have went off on talking about Eagle stuff.
Oh yeah, and I really wanted to, but it was such a good episode that it was like it was hard to get in. Yeah, it was hard to just like switch topics.
Yeah, it was two different topics for sure.
Yeah, but he went to the game. I don't know how he went to the game because
he was asking me because like my buddy got tickets for the Giants game.
Right. You telling me that,
and he was trying to get rid of them, and he was like, "Do I know anyone?" So I hit him up again to see if I can get him tickets, and he said, "I don't have any for this game." So he was looking for them already. So I don't know.
I wonder how much he paid because
those are great seats.
They were great seats.
Real
he
good.
was like
right behind the Eagles team.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he wasn't like super right behind, but he was like in that lower section behind it. And like midfield is usually way more expensive because you can see everything as opposed to like if
you're only on one side.
Yeah, the action's on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they must have been at least over $1,000.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe that. But I mean, what a game!
Crazy game.
Crazy game.
Crazy game.
Crazy
weird game.
Yeah, weird game. Weird turn of events for that entire game.
Yeah. The one thing I can say though, like, you know, all the craziness, we brought the physicality in that game for sure.
Yeah.
And we did what we had to do.
Yeah, we ran the ball like we should have.
Right. I mean, defensively too.
Defensively was insane. It was huge.
Because Niner fans.
And I've been saying this for at least a week now since we beat the Giants that I don't think that Brock Purdy was ready for the Eagles defense.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even if he didn't get injured and he stayed in that game, I still feel like the game goes the same way.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it would be a little closer, but
no,
you don't
I
think
don't
so?
think no.
Not even a little?
No. Because I mean he got hurt real like first quarter, like couple minutes in, but I mean the amount of pressure that we were just getting.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. So if you look at Josh Johnson who came in for him, the first or second play that he was in, sack.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter who's snapping that ball. That's still a sack.
Right.
Like you're not, whether it's Josh Johnson or Brock Purdy, like that pressure's there and it's going to happen.
True.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it was on the San Fran's O-line. And honestly, San Fran's O-line's to blame for the whole season. That's why they were on a third string quarterback who was doing great, but it's still a third string quarterback.
Right. And
you couldn't protect the first two. You're not protecting this one.
Right. And that's just what led to the injuries.
That's just what led to the injuries. Yeah. And if you look at the 6 or 7 games that they did win, the teams that they played, I mean, they just didn't have the pressure. Well, I can't even say that because the Cowboys should have had the pressure. The Cowboys should have had, I don't know. I know the Parsons was dealing with like slight injuries and stuff like that, but the Cowboys should have brought that pressure to Purdy. And if they could pressure him, I feel like they could have won that game too.
For sure. And I don't know why they didn't pressure him because he's
11. Yeah.
What?
He's 11 years old.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but Parsons, he was runner up for MVP or not MVP, but
defensive player of the year. I mean, he's still like in there contending.
Right. So
which
I mean, he should have
deserves.
no problem giving pressure. I mean, Hassan Reddick isn't even mentioned in that, and he gave plenty of pressure. So I mean,
I don't agree with Parsons. Like, not stat wise, like on the field, like the persona and the intimidation that he puts out. Yeah, for sure, he does get a lot of pressure, but stat wise, I feel like he's missing a lot.
A lot of stats.
And I mean, stats is hard though because he could cause the pressure that could cause another person to get a sack.
Right.
So like it's hard to really put that up there, but
It's hard to tell who deserved the stats.
Who deserved the stats? Yeah, like you can see it, but it's not always like a guarantee. Like, this person got a sack because of that.
It's not always plain as day. It's not
right?
always,
Yeah. So on paper, I still don't think he deserves it.
I gotcha. I don't agree.
Do you think Jalen's gonna get MVP? No.
I think Mahomes is gonna get MVP.
I don't. You know what? I want Mahomes to get MVP.
Yeah. Why?
Because the MVP of the league has never won the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
No. The last time that the Eagles went to Super Bowl, Tom Brady got MVP.
Right. Last year
over top of Carson Wentz because Carson got hurt.
Right.
Tom Brady lost in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Last year
it was the Bengals quarterback.
And they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Yep.
But he got MVP.
He got MVP of the league. Yeah. So I mean, I'm all for it.
Honestly, I don't really care.
I
don't.
No, I think it's a popularity contest.
Yeah. I like. I'm still new to, like, fairly new, like 3 years new into watching football. Yeah. And this year I was like, why are we have so many good players? Why is no one getting recognized for any of like the talent or the plays we're making? Like, no one's getting recognized on the team. Yeah, we have Pro Bowl players and stuff like that.
We didn't play anybody good.
Well, that yeah. And I mean, we can win the Super Bowl and still not play any good technically. Yeah. But no, what I was getting at was that I feel like we don't care. Like, we don't need the participation medals. Like, let's go get the Super Bowl. Like, that's how we are. Like, we're never. Yeah, that's just who we are.
There's one trophy. There's one award. There's one thing that is above all, and that's a Super Bowl trophy.
Right.
And a Super Bowl ring. So
I just couldn't believe. Oh, for sure. But I just can't believe, like, no one, like.
Well, Sirianni he is in the running for Coach of the Year.
Is he now? But he wasn't, though, was he?
No, I think he was.
Are you sure? I don't think he is.
I think he was. He's not going to win it, but he's there.
I don't think he was running. No, he was not.
He was not. He's 100% top 5.
No, I don't think so.
Want to bet?
Yeah, you should.
Right.
You should do some research.
I'll bring it up right now.
You should do some research.
He's 100% top 5.
I'd be happy to see that, but I remember someone talking about that. He wasn't even considered.
No, he was.
Well, we'll find out. I hope I'm wrong.
He was. I think maybe he's not. All right. So MVP, we got. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa. Don't win that, bro. Not with that performance last night.
Nope.
Chris Jones, Micah Parsons. Yeah. Offensive Player of the Year. Now this is where I think they give this to Jalen.
Okay.
Because it's not MVP, offensive
player?
Player of the Year, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, yeah.
I feel like Patrick gets the MVP and Jalen gets the.
I can see that.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Brock Purdy, which he'll probably win. Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson. Defense Comeback Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, and Geno Smith. I think Saquon deserves it, but who knows?
BG should at least be right.
Coach of the Year, Brian the Ball, Giants, Sean McDermott, Bills, Doug Peterson, Jaguars, Kyle Shanahan, 49ers, Nick Sirianni, Eagles.
Okay, good.
So 100% is in there. And then the Assistant Coach of the Year, our coaches, our offensive coordinators in there too.
Okay.
So.
What's his name? Was it Kyle Shanahan?
Kyle Shanahan's the 49ers.
Okay.
Ours is Shane.
Shane Steichen.
Yeah.
Did you hear we're keeping Jonathan Gannon next year?
I did.
Yeah, because he was supposed to go to a head coach.
Well, he interviewed. He interviewed
for Texans.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if it's like if it was his decision, their decision,
or if he just didn't get it.
Yeah, if he just didn't get it.
He said win or lose the Super Bowl that he'll be back next year for defensive coordinator.
Right. Yep. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I've been happy with the last few games.
Yeah, well, I don't count last game. The last night's game.
I mean, what about the Giants game? We played
the Giants game. I count. I don't count last night. Once they realized they couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an obvious how you're gonna run your defense.
The only thing I don't ever like about Jonathan Gannon that I could see or from watching is like he plays when he's afraid of like a good quarterback, he'll play zone.
He plays zone a lot.
And then they just up the middle us. Like they'll like short passes.
You have to find the so when you play zone, there's always you can't cover the whole field, obviously. So there's always going to be an open spot. If the offensive coordinator for the other team finds that like sees that spot, or if the quarterback sees that spot, they can make an audible and like, you know what I mean?
Right. Which is why a big reason why we lost that game against Washington, because they just clocked us out and they just did short passes and got first downs after first downs in the middle.
Yeah. And we just kept playing zone.
Right. And we kept playing zone. Yeah, but when we utilize like our players and we trust our one-on-ones and we give pressure to the quarterback, I feel like we do great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to, I understand it because it's hard to trust the one-on-ones because we have great cornerbacks, but I mean, like Slay sometimes, like sometimes he's great, sometimes he's not great. Yeah. And I guess it's all depends on who he's up against.
Yeah,
like they did great against Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It just depends on who they're playing.
You just gotta not wear that jersey anymore. I'm telling you, as soon as you start wearing that jersey,
with Kansas City, I mean, you got Travis Kelce.
They don't really run the ball much.
They don't, but they do have two pretty good running backs. They have Pacheco and McKinnon, which is great. Do you think Mahomes will be 100% by the Super Bowl?
I think it'll be like 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
because like we'll say he was maybe 70% for this game, right?
He was limping hard.
He was limping a lot. He was
limping
and
hard.
I mean, he had to use his legs some. Yeah. He had to put pressure on it.
Right.
So like the injury's not gonna get any better from him playing on it.
Right.
It's just gonna get worse.
Right.
So I mean, he has 2 weeks to heal, but
I think it'll be the same. It won't be as bad as in this game.
As this game, yeah. Because he'll have a little bit longer.
Yeah, he'll have a little bit longer, and like he'll look good for the first half, like great. And I think winding down to that, especially if it's a physical game, I think it'll still give him a bother enough to stop him. Or
okay, Jalen, fully healed.
Close.
Yeah,
it'll be. I think it'll be pretty even with injury wise.
Yeah,
because a lot of people.
Which I'm fine with. I'd rather a hurt shoulder than a hurt ankle.
Oh, for sure.
Especially for two running quarterbacks.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jalen used his feet a good amount this game. And it worked out.
It did. Yeah, he had a couple off throws.
You could tell that he wasn't afraid to take a hit.
Yeah. But his throws were a little off, I think, because of the shoulder. Some of them. Not all of them. But there was... Like to AJ Brown, he had that one that was
too far. Yeah.
I mean that could be anything too though.
It could have been pressure. It could have been multiple things. But yeah, I mean he didn't have any deep really good targets.
No. But he didn't turn over the ball
besides
either.
that Devontae Smith.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was it, right?
That was like I think that was the longest pass of the day.
AJ Brown was a lot of screens to AJ Brown and short stuff.
Which I'm fine with. Yeah. I mean there was I want to say there was at least five passes that got her that were 5 yards.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, you get the yards.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how.
I mean, but with that defense, running the ball was the way to beat them anyway.
I think this is the best out of the teams in the playoffs. I feel like this could be the best game to watch.
Number one seed versus number one seed.
I think it'd be.
I mean, it makes sense that these are the two teams that made it. So
for sure, it doesn't always work out that way, but I get.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's the Kelce Bowl.
It is the Kelce Bowl.
The Kels Bowl.
The Kels Bowl.
Yeah. Apparently. Jason Travis's last name is supposed to be pronounced Kels. No E. Kels. And I mean, I guess coming into the league, that's how they've always pronounced it. And
was Kelce?
Was Kelce, yeah, like everybody. And it stuck, and I guess they're just, they're just leaving it. Yeah, just went with it.
Because I've heard him say.
Well, yeah, on the podcast, it's Jason Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, but according to one of his teammates, in an interview, it's
Kels.
It's Kels. I don't know if it's something like his mom brought up or.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
It is.
It doesn't sound right. I don't like it.
I don't like Jason Kels. Yeah, Kelce. It rolls off the tongue.
It does,
it has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
So it's the Kelce Bowl.
It is.
Do you think that makes it harder for them to?
No. I think they're professionals.
Right, but
they're gonna do what it takes to.
I mean, they're not on the field at the same time, so
right.
you don't have to worry about that. But like say the Eagles win.
Okay. When the Eagles win.
When the Eagles win, thank you. Travis is sad because his team lost, but he's happy for his brother.
Right.
How do you go be sad with your teammates and then like later on congratulate your brother, or do you go congratulate later on?
Yeah, and I think like when you reach Super Bowl, I don't think there is any sadness. Like, yeah, you're disappointed because obviously
it's the ultimate sadness.
I don't think it is. I think you're in. I don't know. I've only been a football fan for a couple of years, but like even me as an Eagles fan, I'm like, dude, we made it here. Let's go have fun, watch the game.
Yeah.
And whatever happens. Yeah, I'm gonna be disappointed, but we did it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but like it's still a disappointment.
It is a disappointment.
And like we were talking about tickets and ticket prices, and like the cheapest tickets are like $5,000.
Oh, you want to go? I got it in my pocket.
Okay, yeah, let's head to the game.
I bought the tickets right now.
Yeah, and that's not including airfare or like hotels or anything like that. You're talking $5,000.
Yeah. Is that the starting price?
Yeah. It's like $4,900.
And that's for
something.
what? Shit seats, right?
Shit seats.
Yeah, it's
for
shit
sure.
seats.
Shit seats. I mean, like granted, you're getting the like Super Bowl experience, but you spend $5,000. Right. You and your friend go $5,000 each.
Okay.
Go to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
To watch your team lose.
Right.
What are you getting out of that?
Hurt.
Like it's not. So like, you know, I'm not big. I'm very materialistic. Like if I have $5,000, I want to buy something that I can
hold in
my hand, like keep. Right. I don't want to go on a vacation. I don't want to go on a trip and have memories.
Right.
So like for me to like feel like it's okay to spend $5,000 to go see a game, go watch my team in the Super Bowl, and if for them to lose, if they were to lose, all I would have is that bad memory of them losing. Yeah. Like I'd be of that disappointment and not $5,000 anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I just can't fathom like spending that much money. And especially like for such a big game because it's a Super Bowl. Like it's the Super Bowl. It's the biggest game of the year.
Oh, for sure. I think it's just because you and I are more, we're in that working class where $5,000 is a lot to us.
Right.
We're like $5,000.
Yeah.
Like if we all had $110,000 just chilling in the bank right now, would you go pay $5,000 to go see the Super Bowl?
No.
Even if you had $110,000 in the bank, you
it's just like I said, like it's just the idea of spending $5,000 for possibly a 50-50 chance of having a upset and a sad memory like stuck in my head. Like, oh, you went to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I did, and watched my fucking team lose.
Yeah, but it's the experience.
Fuck like that noise.
Like if I could see, like if I had $10,000 in the bank, no way I'm spending $5,000.
I would rather go see two teams I didn't give a shit about than my team.
No way, not me.
Yeah,
no, not me. I'm going there. The only way I'm going there is support my team. That's it.
Yeah, but like I mean, I wouldn't spend $5,000 to go. I wouldn't spend $5,000 to go see two teams that I didn't care about.
Right.
But if I got to choose to go to a Super Bowl, like if I got the chance to go to a Super Bowl, I'd rather it be like
two separate teams.
Two separate teams that I didn't.
I even ever would want to.
Just like watching like the 6 o'clock game last night. Like we got to like we didn't care who won. It was like we enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
And it was crazy and we enjoyed it. But at the end, I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. Right. Actually, I was happy. I was happy because Kansas City won.
Yeah.
Not happy with the way they won, but I'm happy they won.
Yeah. I agree.
It was just, I just think it's.
I just don't think I'd ever even go to the Super Bowl if I had. Like, I just don't. I'd rather go to like a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like I would have rather went. To
I'd rather go to a regular season game, like a game that's not gonna make or break my season. A game that's not gonna like if we lose, we lose. Right, whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean?
I get you. I think. I'm always down to go to a regular seasons game, but if I were to go to like I'd rather playoff game for sure, just because I feel like that, like especially since we had like number 1 seed, we had our own stadium,
right? We
had the link, and I think that'd be a game like last night's game was probably sick to be at.
It was all. I mean, watching the ceremony and stuff like that after the game, definitely a sick experience.
For sure.
The city going crazy.
Plus, I heard last time we went to the Super Bowl with the Minnesota Vikings, I heard that was a crazy ass game too, and that was fun to be at.
Yeah, but that game was 41-7. We destroyed that fucking team
for sure.
I mean,
what was last night's score? 30 something to 7.
No, 28 to 7.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Could be.
Yeah, 28-7. That the Minnesota Viking game is my all-time favorite game of the Eagles, like forever. Forever.
And what makes it your favorite?
So the game before that, the Vikings played the Saints.
Okay.
The Saints went up with very few seconds left.
Okay.
Minnesota had one shot. It was the catch to Stephon Diggs, where the guy, he jumped up to catch the ball. The guy dove under him, missed him, and knocked out the other guy, and Stephon Diggs ran in the touchdown to win the game.
Okay.
The Minnesota Miracle.
Right.
Amazing moment.
Yeah.
Everyone was like so like on their dicks, and they come into the link, and the Eagles shit on them.
And they were talking a lot of shit leading up to that game.
Right.
Messing with Rocky.
Yeah. That was
doing the skull chant.
Yeah, that was the year
Rocky,
they put the jersey on Rocky. Yeah. The Eagles shit on them. Like disgustingly. Not like what happened with 49ers. Like no one got hurt. Like,
right. It
was just we destroyed them.
Like they showed up with all their players. And
we fucked them up. Yeah. And
there was no excuses.
Nick Foles ran through them. It's my favorite game. I love that game. And everyone remembers the moment with Stephon Diggs making that catch and advancing them in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But no one ever fucking talks about the game after. And that game, I just fucking love it.
Do you think Minnesota fans just kind of took that game out of their memory?
I mean, Minnesota fans for sure, but like the Eagles fans, like even the Eagles fans, because we won the Super Bowl the next game, you know what I mean? Like, and then there were so many crazy moments in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Like the Philly special. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
that must have been, I can't even fathom to watch that live. Cause like I go back and rewatch it, but I know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's so crazy
to see that.
And like, it's weird cause that was 5 years ago.
Right.
And like, I was like, I just remember that season, that playoff run, like, and that Super Bowl, like, I was so thrilled and so excited to be part of it. And like, I don't feel that same way now. And I don't know why. I'm happy and I'm excited and I can't wait to watch the games. But I just, I don't feel like, I almost feel like it's like coming. Like I'm like,
you already knew.
The
feeling that.
Yeah. Like it was just so, cause it was the first, I don't know if it was cause the first time they won the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know what it was.
I think it was all about that. Cause like, Wentz had this amazing run and then gets injured. Yeah, it
was like a fairy.
It was like a dream come true because
it was a fairy tale.
Right. It's like if in that Giants game, if Hurts got injured and then Foles had to come, or not Foles, Minshew had to come in, and we didn't think he was going to. Right. You don't think that's going to happen, right? Did you think Foles was going to do it? Prior to seeing him play well, did you think Foles was going to do what he did? Did you think there was a shot to the Super Bowl when Wentz got injured? No chance.
No, probably
There's
not.
no chance.
No.
He's your backup quarterback. Like, awesome if it happens, but it's not likely.
Right.
And it happened. So I think that's why it's like the miracle. Like, it's
speaking of this, there's a lot of like controversy about the NFL being rigged and like it all being a storyline.
Joke about it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's people say it all the time. So what are the chances that the year Jason and Travis Kelce start a podcast, get the #1 sports podcast in the world.
New news.
And they both go to the Super Bowl.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Is it a little too scripted for you?
It's a little too scripted, especially if they both retire, like both of them.
No,
you don't think so?
No, Jason maybe, not Travis.
Travis isn't that much younger than Jason.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like centers take more of a beating than tight ends. Well, so, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more work. And I mean, Jason just had it. Well, didn't just have, but his daughter's like 2.
Yeah, he has 2 kids now. Right?
Yeah, 2 kids now, right? Yeah, so it's just like
Travis doesn't have any.
I don't think so. No, he's living that. Yeah. I mean, I think he probably has like a wife or some shit. I don't
know either.
I don't care.
No. We're not Travis Kelce fans until after February 11th.
We're not Travis Kelce fans at all. Yeah, but
scripted wise,
it's just like.
Don't you think if it was definitely scripted that the Bills should have went to the Super Bowl?
You got the Bills, but it's when you script something out and something happened, like something like that, the Damar Hamlin thing. That wasn't part of the script.
Okay, so what you're saying is Jason and Travis paid the NFL.
Negative. No. I'm saying it's the other way around.
Okay.
The NFL not paid them, but
they said this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, like this is what we're planning. Or like,
don't you think that's too hard to? You'd have to coordinate that through every team, every coach, and make it happen with every game to make that happen. Do you think that's possible? That's a lot of effort and a lot of work.
It is.
To make it not look scripted, because you can't make it look scripted.
Right.
And then to make, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, so when I say scripted, I maybe that's the wrong. Rigged is probably a little bit better. Yeah. Like last night with the Kansas City game and that those penalties.
Yeah. Some of them were questionable.
Some of them were questionable. Some of them were just like seriously, like this is what we're doing. Don't say that. I don't agree. That's why they lost that game.
Because of penalties?
Yeah, because of penalties. No, they had plenty of opportunities to win that game.
Oh, that last penalty.
That last penalty lost them the game, but that's not the only thing. Like that was the last thing to lose them the game.
Yeah,
but
I get you.
Before that drive, they had possession of the ball and they did nothing with it.
Right.
There's plenty of other reasons why. And who's to say he doesn't make the kick? I mean, I don't think he makes the kick 15 more yards back. I don't think they take the kick 15 more.
It was close.
It was. They said it was about like a 10. They said he had like 10 yards extra from the kick that he did.
Yeah.
This would have put him 15 yards back.
Right.
So that kick would have been short. If he could kick longer, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they take the kick. I think they punt the ball, go into overtime.
Oh, right.
Play it safe. Because if you miss,
because you would have had one more drive.
If you miss the kick, they would.
It was like 3rd and 22 or something like that, and they had 2 shots. Right, they had the 3rd down to run another play.
No, it was 4th down.
It was 4th down.
It was 4th down.
Okay, I thought
it was 3rd down. It turned 4th down.
Okay.
He didn't get the first down.
Okay.
I don't think.
No, he didn't get the first down, but I thought it turned 4th down from the penalty. Not from the penalty, but like when the penalty went through, it was 4th down, and then if they denied it or whatever, it would go to 3rd down and 22 or something like that. Then it would be 4th down and closer where they could have kicked the field goal.
Can't deny a personal foul.
You can't?
No.
Because wasn't there something not ruled on the field where like it took a while, didn't it, for the
there was a
decision
play
to go through?
There was a play that was ran. This is it was the drive, the Kansas City drive before the last drive.
Right.
There was a lot of penalties. They had the first one was pass interference, and then they had them 3 and out. They had them on 3rd down, and they ran a play, and they didn't get the first down. But then the refs came and said they tried to stop the play. Like there was something happened where they needed to stop the play before it was even started, and they gave them another 3rd down chance.
Okay.
Which was like crazy because there was a penalty on the play that they tried to stop, and it basically just gave Mahomes another shot.
Yeah.
And they ended up converting. So like, I mean, they did end up going 3 and out after that and punting the ball away, but it was just like, it just seemed like they were just trying to give Kansas City every opportunity.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, you never know, like because San Fran did the same thing. Like they had the same problem. They kept shooting themselves in the foot with penalties.
Yeah.
So
and clock, like the play clock running out, not keeping.
I mean, there was nothing they could do. That was just rookie quarterback shit. Yeah. As far as them using all that time up and just like running the ball, they really didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
They had other choices, in my opinion, but nothing that was practiced or,
Right.
They just were trying to play it safe, but at some point you have to just fucking send it because you were down by 3 touchdowns.
So that last penalty that kind of lost them
Roughing
the game.
Passer?
Yeah. Do you think that defensive player got a huge earful because of that? Because of what he did from the coach? Do you think that's just like in game, like you're just hot, like you're heated in the game, trying to do everything you can? So, or do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's hard. Like you have someone running. You have like you're closing seconds of the game. You're tied.
Right.
You don't want to give up that field goal. You have someone running at you. You're gonna try to push them out. It's I don't think it's his fault. Like I said, the coach probably. I mean, how bad the player felt for the penalty. I doubt like the coach like screamed at him or anything like that.
He sat on that bench for a hot minute.
He sat on that bench
for a lot of people got up and already started going back to the locker room.
Right.
And he was just chilling.
Did you see the video of them like going into the locker room?
No.
So I don't know what player it was, but one of them was screaming going into the locker room. It's his fucking last year. Why the fuck would he touch the quarterback? Like, like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's just shit you don't do. Like you play as a team, you lose as a team, and it's an unfortunate way to lose a game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't like the ending. I would have rather seen an overtime game. I would have rather seen Mahomes making a crazy throw and get down there without a penalty.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? Like no one wants to see someone lose a game because of a penalty.
Flag, yeah. How about Kelsey? Did you watch like after?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
When like Kelsey came up when he was like thanking God, like doing all like the serious stuff, and Kelsey just comes up screaming.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah, Kelsey was crazy.
Yeah, he was fired up.
I don't know what to expect from him. I wonder if that back issue is going to be like something that's
a problem.
Yeah,
I don't know. It
didn't look like a problem.
It didn't.
No, he looked okay.
He
but,
did,
yeah.
but back's crazy. Like
I mean, he could have been shot out with some.
Back can go like flare up anytime.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
but
obviously, definitely like some kind of cortisone shots and shit like that.
He got 2 weeks to like really make sure. It might have just been like a fluke injury.
True. Yeah. Could have just been a weird tweak, you know.
Yeah.
But back's not something to mess with though.
Predictions.
Super Bowl predictions.
I mean, there's nothing else.
How specific are we getting? Are we going score? Are we going like? What are we saying here?
I mean, just let me know what you think's going to happen. Like, you know, is it going to be a crazy?
I don't think it's going to be a shutout at all. I don't
not
think
a shutout. Right.
Side. I don't think it's going to be.
I wouldn't expect that. I mean, I'd be crazy, but I wouldn't expect that.
I don't. I think we're going to see Jalen Hurts' best game.
Okay.
I think it's going to be his best, like throwing, running, everything. His best.
Yeah, he's going to put it all out there.
He's going to put it all out there.
I like that.
I think he's going to like really show us, show everyone who he is.
Right.
But also Patrick Mahomes always has great games. So, that's why I think it's going to be a high scoring, close game, I think.
Do you think it's going to come down to like the last team to possess the ball kind of thing?
No, I kind of feel like it'll be like halfway through fourth quarter. We'll kind of already have a feeling of who's going to win, but you never know because Patrick Mahomes, when he's down, you can't count him out. So I think we'll be up, but I think it'll be a close game towards the end. So, yeah. Okay.
Going what way?
Going our way, for sure.
Yeah.
Always. You can't not go our way.
I mean, is that like a personal like opinion or not opinion, but like, is that bias?
It's just confidence.
Confidence, yeah.
Yeah, it's confidence.
Just watching us play.
Just watching us play and seeing the health of our team compared to the health of their team.
Health. Fully healthy.
Yeah, so, I mean, we have a little squeaks.
They are missing a good amount of people, and I don't know if they're getting any of them back.
What was it? Their whole defense was rookies, right?
More or less.
Like 8 out of 11.
Yeah, and then they had they're missing a couple people.
Yeah, but I mean,
wide receiver wise too.
For those rookies, they were playing great.
Yeah.
Defensively,
they were getting a lot of pressure on Burrow, and they got like 5-6 sacks.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I think it'll be close. I think it'll be a great game. It'll be a fun game to watch, but I think the Birds will take it. I think they'll come up on top.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Who's winning MVP of the Super Bowl?
Of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Not of the season?
Not of the league. No. Super Bowl MVP. Jalen? Probably, right?
Probably Jalen, yeah. Because it's usually a quarterback, right?
More often. Unless there's crazy like runs or crazy catches.
Do you think if the Super Bowl was the game against the 49ers, which I know it can't be, but hypothetically speaking, you think Hassan Reddick would have had it? Because I mean, he's the one who determined the that game in my opinion. You don't think so, dude? He's put pressure on every single quarterback. He took 2 quarterbacks out.
He did, but I don't think whether they go out or not, I don't think it changes the game.
So you're saying if Hassan Reddick sacks Patrick Mahomes and puts him out of the game, he doesn't get player of the game?
No, not a chance in hell.
No, the defensive player can't get it. You don't think they could?
Oh, they can. It's happened like once or twice. Okay. But no, like taking Mahomes out of the game isn't like. That's not the goal, so they're not going to like award.
I know it's not the goal. I'm not trying to hurt anybody or physically
but I mean,
hurt someone.
Legitly, you are though.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if he is pressuring Mahomes all game
and takes him out, pressuring him all game,
all game, and to the point where he's just like he can't, like his ankle is bothering him.
If he got like 3 or 4 sacks, maybe like an interception or a fumble recovery, maybe. Okay. But if he just gets a one, something like that. No,
because then that's not him.
That's not him, right? Yeah, you know what I mean. You have to look at that. Yeah,
without him pressuring though,
right?
They throw the interception
Allegedly, right?
Yeah.
But if he gets 1 sack on Mahomes breaks his ankle. He's out for the game. In no way, no shape would the NFL award him MVP for that.
Well, I'm not saying you're making me sound like I'm out for blood.
But that's like no, I get what you're saying, and like I'm not saying you're hoping for that.
Right, I'm not,
but I'm saying like the NFL would definitely like shy away from that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
And I would hate to see that because then it'd be an asterisk on our fucking you didn't play Mahomes like eat my dick, bro.
I would love for it to be like a brawl, everyone stays in the game,
right? And I mean, if you look at the 49ers game, all the 49ers fans like there's they're gonna put an asterisk next to that loss.
They're all looking like Garoppolo right now with that smile on their face.
Like they're just like they're gonna say, oh well, Purdy got out, that's why you lost. Like that's why we lost. Like it is what it is. Like unfortunately, the more healthier team won, but we're more healthy because we take care of our quarterback.
Right, yeah, I mean we take care of our players.
We're not letting 3 quarterbacks get knocked the fuck out. I don't know what to tell you.
Our O-line takes care of them.
Yeah, exactly, and that's it's a big thing.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Definitely draft some offensive linemen.
Do you think we have the best O-line in the league right now, like this year? No. Whose O-line do you think is the best?
I don't know.
Because we got Lane Johnson. Animal.
Probably the Bills.
The Bills?
Yeah. I like our O-line's good, but
top 5, right?
Top 5? But
okay.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Stats wise, our O-line looks good because we don't have a lot of sacks.
Right.
But I don't think it's because of them that we don't have a lot of sacks. I think it's because of Jalen that we don't have a lot of sacks. Okay. So if you have a mobile quarterback, your O-line can protect them well, but if he can get out of situations,
right, which he does
a lot.
Sometimes people may say too much.
Right, exactly. It's it makes the O-line seem better on paper, stuff like that. If you look at Josh Allen does tend to run the ball a lot too, but I feel like he's more of a pocket passer and he sits in that pocket.
Right, so you think Josh Allen is more of a pocket passer that can run the ball, and you think Jalen Hurts is a physical runner that can throw the ball and pocket pass?
Do
you think that's his set? Like that's his backup is, throw.
I wouldn't put it in those words. Like I do think Jalen can pass
we've obviously seen him.
Pass well. Like he's proven it.
Right. But you don't think leans more on it falls on?
I would say more of he passes better under pressure than he does. And that's that's just saying just from what we've seen, not sure, if he was just standing still he could hit a trash can 40 yards away. You know what I mean? But if he has to make the throw, I feel I don't know. It's hard to really put that in words.
Gotcha. All right, another question.
What
do you think?
What
with the Devontae Smith catch? Do you think it was impressive and sick, regardless if it was a catch or not?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. So. And it was a catch.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's in the stats. Yeah. It's in the book.
Hurry up.
It's in the book. I don't give a shit what they saw on a different camera angle later. It's ruled as a catch. It was a catch. And you can't take it back. No. And for all those Cowboys fans, the Dez catch, guess what? It wasn't a catch. You know why? Because it didn't count.
Right.
This catch did count. That's not our fault.
It's not the same.
It's not Devontae's fault. Even if he did have an idea that it hit the ground a little bit, you know what? You have to challenge that.
Yep.
If you think for a second, and they asked the coach about that, why didn't you challenge that catch? And they saw the same angle that we saw prior to the commercial break. And then when we came back from the commercial break, they had that second angle finally, and it showed that it wasn't a catch.
Right.
I mean, if that's not I get it. The game's moving, you're moving quick. You as a I don't know, I guess they're called directors. I don't know. The people that control all the replays.
Yeah.
You as you have 4 different views. I understand you're trying to find the best one, but they showed that catch 4 times.
Yeah.
From every angle except for the one that was an interception. Sounds like an NFL problem, not ours.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I see what you're saying.
It's a catch, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was stretched out.
It was stretched out. It was a fourth and 3, and it turned into a touchdown. So
not only was Jalen on the move when he threw the ball,
right,
Smitty.
Oh, it was a horrible throw.
Yeah, but Smitty made it happen.
Smitty made it happen. It was a horrible. It wasn't a horrible throw.
Right.
it was there.
It just wasn't.
It was past him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he put too much on it. It was over his head, way past him. But it worked.
Right.
And it was a catch, and they can't take it back, and you can't put an asterisk next. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like it happened. It's there.
It already happened.
It happened already.
Yeah. It's in the books.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah, I understand that like rules change and like you get a different angle or something. It is what it is. The Dez catch that the Cowboys fans have been crying about for years. That because of the new rules, it would have been a catch now. It's not a catch. Like it wasn't a catch then. It's still not a catch.
Right.
Because guess what? It happened already.
So you're saying if this ruled not a catch, it's not a catch.
Yeah,
Like,
if it was ruled not a catch.
Right.
If San Fran fans want to cry about it, take the 7 off the board. We still beat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't care.
No, I agree.
I don't care. I'm so like it is what
Tired
it
of
is.
it.
Unfortunately, like you see it all the time. The Washington game. Last play of the game. We get that roughing the passer call where Brandon Graham barely fucking touched him, and Heineke got up and celebrated.
Yeah. Loser.
Guess what?
No.
It was a penalty.
Yeah.
There was other reasons we lost that game. There was Kelsey said it when we lost it. There's a million other reasons why we lost that game. It stands. It was a penalty. We all know it wasn't a penalty, but it was a penalty. Can't take it back.
Yeah. At the time, the hardest loss from that game, in my opinion, was losing Dallas Goedert for a few games.
Right.
Injured.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Clear as day face mask.
Yep.
Can't take it back.
No. We still won after that, though.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You just got to move on.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
and guess what
unfortunately,
we're moving on to?
The
Super Bowl.
That's fucking right, baby.
I'm hyped.
Are you hyped?
I'm pumped.
Speaking of hyped and pumped,
Okay.
there was some celebration
In Philly?
in Philly.
As it should be.
I mean, as you would expect. I mean, they were ready for it.
Yeah.
They greased the poles.
Yeah.
They blocked off a decent part of like Center City.
Would you say that's why you know it's rigged? Because Philly already had everything ready for them.
They do it in
I know.
preparation, but yeah, I mean, I don't think that's why it's rigged. But there used to be like a stigma, like, oh, that's why like the Eagles will never win a Super Bowl is because this city would get destroyed.
Right.
And I mean, I feel like they're really biased when they say stuff like that because I feel like any city celebrates a Super Bowl victory
sure.
regardless. And they just make us look bad.
They make us look bad.
But yeah, we're horrible
all
fans.
season long.
We're a piece, we threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Blah
Right,
blah blah.
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
You know all that stigma behind the Eagles fans. But there really wasn't like destruction. Like
No.
Yes, people climb the poles. Like the grease isn't going to stop. I don't know why they waste time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's
then,
actually potentially just going to hurt someone more because if they're going to do it anyways, so
they're going to try.
Why make it slippery?
Yeah, they're going to try. Yeah. There wasn't that much. Like I checked the scanner pages, not the scanner pages, but like the Philadelphia Fire Department puts out a tweet every day of like how many EMS calls and like fire calls and stuff like that. There wasn't like a significant more. Like it wasn't nothing crazy. They had plenty of police presence. They let them celebrate for like 2 to 3 hours, and it took them like 30 to 40 minutes to get everybody to disperse and get out of there. The worst thing I saw was a bus stop.
Okay.
Had like it was like a bus stop bench that had like an enclosure. There, apparently the roof collapsed on people, and like because they were like on top of it. Yeah. I think I heard something about someone falling off a pole, but I mean,
the only thing I saw destruction wise was a lens, like a cut lens cover for a stoplight.
A stoplight, they like took it off or whatever when they were up there. Yeah. I mean, other than that, like I don't think they really did too much.
No, I don't think so.
And I mean, it is what it is. Like you're gonna celebrate. You got to be. You got to be prepared for it.
I don't see that being any different
than any other
city that would have won.
That would be expecting it. Yeah.
What do you think about the Empire State Building lighting up green?
I mean, I don't think what Dave from Barstool said was appropriate.
No.
I don't when you're talking about destroying a
building,
a New York skyscraper,
like
you sound a little terrorist.
Like a New York landmark.
You sound a little terrorist-ish. Honestly. Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't mean it would.
I don't get why they did it. I mean,
I don't understand why they did it neither.
it's not like imagine.
I don't know if they were
like lit up blue.
I could like if it was the Super Bowl, like if it was like 2 weeks away,
right?
You're representing like you're not representing. You're cheering on the NFC.
Okay.
East or the NFC
right.
against the AFC because that's
right.
it's an NFC versus AFC.
Right.
So you're cheering on the NFC, like
On
you're
your
rooting for the team that's going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Anytime there's a game like a Super Bowl that like it's two teams that I really don't give a shit about, I'm always gonna root for the NFC because it's our division.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Even if it was the Cowboys?
Probably not. But yeah, I don't understand why they did it. Like it wasn't like.
Well, that's why I asked. Like, what if Giants were going to the Super Bowl and we lit up Philly blue?
It would never happen.
Yeah, but would you be pissed?
Not enough to say. I feel like
Well,
they need
to burn the city down.
Yeah, they need to knock the building down. Yeah, I do think he just was a little out of pocket for those. For the, I mean, it's a little bit worse when you're talking about like a New York skyscraper. You know what I mean?
Makes sense,
It has like it has bad vibes already.
It does.
So like, I mean, I don't think it mattered to any Eagles fans really, but like, I mean, that's what they want to do. That's what like.
Yeah.
I'll fucking light it up in green in 2 weeks. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, for us, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. Like, it's not good. Like, we're not like we're not gonna be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, you want to touch the trophy?
Yeah. Oh, we want to thank New York City for lighting up the
we want to thank. We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah.
The beacon of hope.
So Super Bowl plans. What are you thinking? What are we gonna do?
I'm still. It's still up.
It's up in the air. We have a couple options.
Yeah, we have a couple options. I kind of want to go to Philly. I kind of don't. It's just gonna be a crazy weekend.
It is a crazy weekend. I'm in for whatever.
Yeah, I know you're down for whatever. It's just I want to see what time Tina's surgery is going to be the following day.
Yeah.
If it's super early, probably end up just doing something up here so we don't drive back.
No, for sure.
Super quick. But
what about parade wise? If they
parade, we're there probably. I'd like to be there.
Did you go last time?
No. I was there. I was in Philly for the Super
game,
Bowl. Yeah. So, and the day after, but the parade, I just didn't feel. Parade's fucking bummed me out.
Parade's bum you out?
Yeah, like it's so many people.
Oh yeah,
and I just hate people.
Yes. No, I'm with you.
I just can't stand people.
I'm with you.
It's usually. I also didn't really have anyone to go with. And like I wouldn't want to like drag the kids there. Like it's just so crowded and it's so much like standing around and shit like that. But I mean, if you would want to go, I'd be down to go.
I'd go for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but you know.
I mean, I'm just bringing it up because I'm thinking like, you know, we'll record some stuff and do some Patreon stuff and.
Oh yeah. You know, I think the parade was the week after.
Yeah.
The Saturday after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it was
the last time. Yeah. So I mean, it was pretty close. So, but I'm fucking in.
Yeah, same.
I can't wait. But we are getting ahead of ourselves.
I just meant for like when we watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We could do some Patreon stuff or something.
Yeah. Do some bets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you gonna bet on the game?
Probably. I should, right? Why not? I fucking bet on every other game this year. And
I only bet on like 3 games this year, and then I won and stopped.
So. Well, you're smart. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Keep getting close.
Yeah, I thought you actually were gonna get it last night. I really did.
It was close. I needed like one or two things.
Did Hurts get the yards and Miles Sanders didn't?
Miles Sanders never came back out on the field, and then Hurts never
got the yards.
Never ran again, and then Minshew came out. So
I don't even remember Minshew being on the field.
It was it was for that last
3 minutes or something. Right?
Yeah, Gainwell when we ran the ball with Gainwell, and then it was like 4th and 2 when we ended up running, getting the first down anyway, and that was game. So I mean, it was over way before that. We weren't worried.
Yeah, no.
When they had the ball and they were running.
So it was the Giants game too. I was like halftime. I'm like bored.
Yeah,
it was like not even. We knew it was over.
Yeah, once Purdy went out, I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I know.
This is gonna be well. No, I can't even say that because after Purdy went out, it was like almost like to halftime. Like we still weren't putting any more points on the board. It was getting like frustrating to see that.
What was his last name? McAfee.
Oh no,
McCaffrey. Why
Christian
did you say that?
McCaffrey.
Yeah. Why are they brothers? Are they related?
McAfee?
Isn't there a podcast with like Pat?
Pat McAfee
Yeah.
is an ex-punter for the Colts.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, there's the swap there. I'm swapping the last names.
Is the
running back for 49ers.
San Fran used to be Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was popping off even still. He was in trouble.
Yeah, he was. I can't believe he was the fucking fifth
string quarterback.
Fifth string quarterback.
He had that team on his back.
I mean, yeah, he was doing everything he could.
Yeah.
They did an interview. They interviewed obviously everyone after the game. They interviewed Kittle, and someone asked him, was like, "How does it feel to lose the NFC Championship because you didn't have a quarterback that could throw?" And he was like, "Shitty,
shitty."
I mean, you would think like I understand like you got Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know who the other the second string quarterback was. You would like obviously like they went and got some Josh Johnson or maybe that was the second. No, I think he was fourth.
Yeah.
But like you have two quarterbacks down. I mean, I guess you wouldn't expect to get two hurt in one game, right?
Yeah. No, it's just not. It doesn't really happen too much.
No, it doesn't. It's not too often.
I don't know who their second string was, but I remember Purdy saying something like, once Jimmy went down, they went to Purdy and was like, "We're probably going to need start getting ready. We're most likely going to need you." So I don't know who it was. Who was that second string? But
I think Garoppolo was the second string.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
So who was their starter?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Fucking pay attention to 49ers.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's look at the depth chart.
Those 49ers fans were up there with Cowboy fans, though. They were talking a lot of shit.
Of course they were. I mean, they were on this Purdy hype train, and like, I mean, what do you expect?
True. Facts.
I wouldn't bet it on 31-7 was the total score.
31-7.
Yeah.
31-7.
31-7.
What's your score prediction for the Super Bowl?
48-0.
Oof. I hope not.
Could you imagine?
Crazy.
No, it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, you asked me my predictions. I never asked you yours.
Well, I mean, get on it, bro. You're supposed to be a podcaster.
Yeah, but I kind of thought you. I mean, you were paving the way there. I thought you were going to bring me yours. Right.
No, I just want to hear your opinion so I can tell you how wrong they are, and then never give you mine.
But you didn't really tell me I was that wrong.
You're kind of close. Might happen. What the fuck? Did they change this website?
I don't know. I can't see anything you're doing.
I'm just trying to.
Well, get it together. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, man. It's not me. It's
Lock it in.
NFL.com. They just completely fucked their whole website. Nothing. I can't even make scores.
Trash.
I'm just trying to.
You're fired.
I feel fired, bro. I'm just trying to get to the fucking. Oh my god.
You're fired.
Jesus Christ. I don't care. Why would I want the score to the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl is
How are you getting a score for a Super Bowl? Didn't even happen.
Because it's rigged.
Because it's rigged.
It happened already.
It already happened. Definitely already happened. All right, tonight for Warzone, win losses. Under or over 3?
Under or over 3?
For us to win. Three or more or 3 or less?
Losses?
Yeah. No,
more.
Wins.
Wins.
Dubs.
0.
Victory royales.
0, bro.
You don't think we're getting any? We're due for some.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be tonight. Do you think it's going to be tonight? I think you're...
I'm feeling it.
Team. Oh, my God. Why is the roster like this? It's so stupid. I just want depth chart. Thank you.
There, whoa. Here we go.
Jesus.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Right. All right, so they only showed Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy, and Josh Johnson.
So that was it then. So Garoppolo was their starting then.
Unless maybe.
And then it was Purdy and Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know for sure, but yeah, I know Purdy was third.
He was third string.
Third string.
Johnson was fourth.
But I just feel like you get another quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't it, and it showed.
Yeah.
They are sitting next to the Cowboys watching the Super Bowl.
That's right. They can hold hands.
They could.
For all I give a shit.
Are you gonna watch any ceremonies or any of the Pro Bowl or anything?
I usually watch the NFL honors.
Okay.
That's where they give the awards.
Yeah.
It's usually comedical. They usually like make
comical.
Yeah, comical. That's the word I'm looking for. They usually like make fun of like shit that happened throughout the season.
Like the awful jokes that was happening during the Eagles game from.
It's usually a little bit better.
Okay. Those are pretty bad.
I don't know. Like some years they've had good hosts, and some years they've had like shitty hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Riggle is usually on there, and he's usually pretty funny. I think Kelly Clarkson is hosting.
I didn't even know she was still a thing.
Yeah, she has a show and shit, like a talk show.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
like Good Morning America. Like
no,
Good Morning America?
No, like more like Ellen kind of, but like Kelly Clarkson.
Okay. You get a pony. You get a pony.
A little less Oprah Winfrey.
Okay. All right.
But no, she yeah, I think she's hosting. But usually they have like presenters. It's got like a lot like the Oscars and Emmys and shit like that. They'll have presenters presenting the awards and stuff like that, and then usually there's like comedic relief, and they just like to make fun of people.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's been some like good years that it's like been hilarious.
You think Dak will get made fun of?
Not necessarily. I don't know if they'll. I would say that last play from the Cowboys will probably like
be brought up.
Yeah, like something with Zeke and shit like that.
They just left in the game.
Travis and Jason made fun of it. Well, they didn't make fun of it, but they talked about it.
Yeah, they did. I heard that in the last. Yeah. I can't wait to hear this week's episode.
This week's episode is good.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if they're gonna do an episode next week,
like after the Super Bowl or before the Super Bowl.
Before the Super Bowl.
They might have to lock it in. They might not.
Well, my thing is like they don't have much to talk about.
Do you want to know my opinion?
What?
The editors are just going to make a funny reel of every episode, every funny moment that happened since
like the top of the.
Yeah, they're not going to do like an actual podcast, but there's going to be like funny moments from the podcast.
What do you think? Like, do you think they're going to continue off season 2?
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I would imagine if like to keep the audience, like maybe they'll talk about other sports.
Right.
But I don't know.
I mean, they're always talking about basketball and stuff.
Right, because they both used to play and shit. But I don't know if for sure if they're going to talk about
what are they going to talk about? You know.
Yeah. What do we talk about?
Nothing.
What are we going to talk about from now on?
From now on?
Well, after the Super Bowl,
we're just
going to talk about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
No, just have to wait and see. We'll get some stuff. We'll get some stuff.
Yeah, but the times when we don't have stuff,
that's all we talk about is football.
Not usually. I mean, I was down for a football episode because we didn't have we didn't talk about football last week.
You want to talk about the Giants game since we didn't talk about it? Or do you want to just leave it in the past?
I mean,
I still want to hear your prediction for the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want to hear.
All right. Serious prediction.
Yeah, serious. Telling me I'm wrong. Doesn't even have your argument. No, you didn't say I was wrong. But
no, you're not wrong. I think it will be. I think the Eagles are going to go up early.
Okay.
They're going to start getting away from the Chiefs.
Okay.
I think there is going to be a slight comeback by Mahomes and the Chiefs. I think it's going to come down to probably. I think it's going to be like a 10-point game going the Eagles' way. We're going to get up early, and then we're going to probably dial back. Like the defense is going to kind of dial back and probably not play as hard. And then that's when the Chiefs are going to get that little bit of a comeback, and then we'll pump it up and we'll end up winning the game.
Okay.
I think there'll be a last-minute heroic type drive from the Chiefs and then I think the defense is going to...
There's be something that shuts it down.
A big defensive play that shuts it down, that ends it. Whether it be an interception or a fumble or a sack, just something that like puts it out of reach.
I like it.
10-point game. I couldn't tell you the score.
Double digit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like from both teams?
Oh yeah. Then I want to say 100% Jalen Hurts touchdown and
100% Kelsey touchdown.
Probably. I feel like we're going to be all over Kelsey. But he'll still get a touchdown on us.
Yeah. Now, what would you think about if we went into halftime no scores?
No,
from either team. Going into the half at 0-0 for the Super Bowl.
I'd be disgusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the team?
With the offense, with both of them, yeah. With the offenses, they both have. It's just like, I guess both defenses are playing great. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Another scenario. Hot take. Both Jalen and Patrick Mahomes goes out with their own injuries, their shoulder and their ankle, and is backup and second string quarterback versus second string quarterback. I don't know who Kansas City's
I'm looking.
backup is though.
Don't rush me.
You're boring the listeners.
Sorry. I wasn't prepared for this question.
I'm just hypothetical,
I get it.
Sometimes it's scary, though, because they come true when I talk about it in the games and I lose people money.
Chad Henne.
Never heard of him.
He used to play he is familiar. 15th year quarterback, 5 years with the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, we saw him when Mahomes went out.
Right.
With the ankle.
Stats. He was 0 for 2 against the 49ers. I'd say Eagles.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd say Minshew has a better grasp.
He better. That'd be his, last shot.
I'll rephrase.
Okay, rephrase.
I feel like our offense has a better shot. We have more weapons, as far as running backs and stuff like that. They have 2 good running backs too, but I still feel like our defense holds them.
Okay.
So I feel like we have the better shot of being able to run the ball more and win the game.
We did learn that Jalen Hurts is a big part of that offense, though. When we saw him go out and Minshew come in.
1 game.
2.
Right, but only 1 game. We scored 30-some points against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So
true.
You know what I mean? I wasn't worried about it. That second game against.
I feel like I just keep hearing chatter about Minshew doing so bad. I forget how he actually did.
He did horrible the second game.
Second game?
Yeah,
the Saints game.
The Saints game.
Yeah,
he did absolutely. Yeah, he did absolutely horrible. It was a really bad game for him. But the Cowboys game, he played really well.
Yeah.
Again.
Now, how does that look for a backup quarterback? Because I know he was looking for a team.
I don't think he'll.
Do you think he shot himself in the foot with that Saints game?
I don't know.
Because I feel like last year when he had to play, he did pretty well.
We can let him go. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take Wentz back. Chiefs are favored by 1.5 points to win the Super Bowl.
Do you agree?
Fuck no, I don't agree.
I'm just asking.
I don't know why they're favored.
Why are they favored?
Under or over 49 points?
For total?
Yeah.
Combined or?
Yeah, combined.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Over?
Yeah. Because that'd be, 25 each?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. We'll see that.
100%.
There's apps where you can bet on the first song that Rihanna's gonna sing.
Is there really?
Yeah.
I don't even know a Rihanna song. I would know if I heard it, but I couldn't name the title of the song.
Umbrella.
Yeah. Is that the name of the song though? I think it's Ella, isn't it, or something?
No, it's Umbrella.
Is it Umbrella? You sure?
I'm pretty fucking positive.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It's not that hard. She says it about 1 billion times in the song.
You're not wrong.
There's.
Is she the only halftime act?
The only
Performer?
Only announced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So usually there's someone else with her,
right,
but there's no one announced.
Because last year was a shit ton of people, right? It was Eminem, Dre, who else?
Snoop. 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
But 50 Cent wasn't announced.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't announced. He was just hanging upside down for a while.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but it's just I don't know. So I didn't like that show last year, honestly.
Yeah, you don't think it was good?
No.
Or song choices? Is that your problem? I feel like they just play lose yourself way too much.
Yeah, but it's so appropriate. You know what I mean?
I don't care.
I'm with you.
It's over.
I'm with you.
Played out.
They did do forgot about Dre.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I
think that was a good way to come out.
Yeah, it's just appropriate. You know what I mean?
I don't care.
But no, I didn't like the show last year. I would hope Rihanna does better. I don't know. I don't know any. It's gonna be also. So usually the year, like the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl, the halftime show felt like forever. All I wanted to do was get back to the game.
Yeah. So you were like, I don't care.
I really could give a shit. Yeah, I wanted.
I don't care who was up there.
I couldn't even tell you who performed that year because I was just fucking. I wanted to get back to the game. So like, if it's your team, like you're gonna feel like, okay, is it over yet? Because it's like usually at halftime, I think is 15 minutes. I think they do like 30 for the Super Bowl. Yeah. So it's just like forever.
And the commercials are all way longer.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
Not really, not technically, no. But it just
seems that
people
way.
are more into. They're all new commercials. It's not like the same shit. Yeah. So you're not like oh, Whopper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So but yeah, people are more interested in the commercials, but it's usually the people that aren't like worried about the football game.
Yeah.
So.
A friend of mine was calling me out yesterday after the game because he's like, "Oh, must be nice. New Eagles fan gets to see. It doesn't go through all the heartbreak I had to go through for 20 years watching the Eagles lose after lose after lose. You just get to watch them go to the Super Bowl."
So
yeah,
what does that matter?
I don't know. He was like, you didn't watch the failure year after year. I'm like,
okay. But the thing is, you're not going to stop being an Eagles fan.
Right.
And the Eagles aren't going to continue to be great.
Right.
Eventually, they're going to go downhill. And
right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, you'll start watching. Yeah. You'll start feeling. I mean, you watched last season.
I did, yeah.
Last season was horrible.
That's what I told him. He was like, oh, one season.
I mean, it's whatever,
it's
bro.
It's still hard to watch.
Yeah, it's still hard to watch. Yeah. I mean, you're rooting for a team. And, like, for a new Eagles fan, or even like a new football fan, for like you to choose a team and then like have to sit through a season like that.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to like continue to want to watch.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, it builds.
Especially when everyone's telling me like, oh, like Wentz was so much better. Like I don't know who this hurt, because at first no one liked Hurts at all. Like they were like, Wentz. Like, why the hell? Why the hell we get rid of Wentz? Like this is bullshit.
It's
still
bullshit.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I love Hurts. I love what he's doing. I love the team. Still a Wentz guy.
Here's a question for you. When did that start switching over from like I'm not a big fan of Hurts to like, all right, I'm on board? Was it this season?
No, it was last season.
Was it?
Yeah.
Playoff wise? Like playoff time?
Well, we only played the one playoff game.
Yeah, but like getting into the playoffs and stuff?
No, not really, because we barely made it.
Yeah. So what was it?
I don't know.
Did you just see it? Did you just know like, okay, I can see what like he's just
learning. I mean, it was probably like the progressions and stuff like that. Once we started getting more weapons and I started like they started like utilizing Dallas Goedert more, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, just seeing like the crazy stuff that happens. But I mean, I'm going to root for the team regardless of who's behind the fucking controller.
Right.
And there's going to be players that I like and players I don't like. Right now, it's hard to find a player I don't like.
Yeah.
You know, even like Covey, you know, we fucking root for Covey every fucking week for no fucking reason.
He doesn't even do it. He fair catches.
Jack Pascal. Like I don't know why, but I just want Jack Pascal to get a fucking touchdown.
Zach Pascal.
Yeah, Zach Pascal. Yeah. No. Who's the wide receiver that I always pick?
The wide receiver?
Yeah.
Zach Pascal is a wide receiver.
I thought he is wide receiver, right? I always think he's a tight end.
No,
he's not.
Jack
Stoll's the tight end.
And,
that's what Pascal. I always would want to pick him for first touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because it's just not.
It's not likely.
Right. It's not likely, and like the other team wouldn't see it coming.
Would never see it coming. Right.
It makes sense. Yeah. I think.
And there's another. Speaking of that, like Watkins is like really died down too.
Watkins has, yeah. He had a couple, but Gainwell really picked up a lot.
Gainwell picked up a lot too, yeah. But Watkins was catching a lot of like deep balls like once or twice a game. Yeah. And like you haven't heard his name in a while.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You want to know why?
AJ Brown?
No, Jalen's shoulder. Because Watkins was a deep guy. Jalen hasn't been throwing that deep.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe he can't and doesn't want to like rely on it.
You shut your mouth.
You'll see it in the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that much.
Shut your mouth.
Quez Watkins gets a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I'm calling it now.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Right off the rip.
Jack Stoll.
Jack Stoll, that'd be dope.
I
want to see Covey get a touchdown. That'd be sick.
Never gonna see that.
Never.
Never
Never
see
gonna.
that.
He's be on this.
You'd have to.
You think Covey's gonna be punt returning though, or kick returning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to see Watkins probably get hurt.
Right.
For Covey to take. I think Covey's 4.
You have to see Watkins and Pascal.
Right, Pascal.
Because he's probably after.
Well, I'd say Pascal. If you got Pascal hurt, there's formation. There's like 5. There's 5 wide formations, so you would see him there.
Maybe, yeah.
But crazy.
I think I got on the Hurts train when I like was watching some like interview stuff with him and him just like not being.
I kind of hate listening to him talk
Really?
a little bit. Yeah. I mean,
what do you hate?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like his Alabama accent or what, but like I know he like means good. Like, and like the stuff he says, it just like comes off like kind of like
cocky.
Yeah.
See, I don't.
And it's good. Like it's good. It's good for him to have confidence. I'm all about it, but
I see him more like unfazed.
Yeah.
I get more of like an unfazed from anything kind of demeanor from him.
Right. And I can see where you're coming from with that, but that bothers me. Like
Does
when
it?
he like the fucking one, like that one game, I forget what game it was. Where we're looking for a defensive stop and he's just sitting on the fucking bench. Yeah.
I get that too.
It's just frustrating.
I do like to see the ethic like of being up with your team and like being invested.
Yeah.
And on the field,
I mean, and I know
and
he's doing his part. Like, I did my part. Like, it's up to the defense. Like, that doesn't have anything to do with me. But, like, just to, like...
Yeah, I get it.
Like, you look at Kelsey. Like, Kelsey's fucking standing the entire game.
He's screaming. He's standing. He's involved.
He's involved. You know what I mean?
But maybe that's what Hurts has to do to keep his
composure.
Like, just to, like, keep his, like, concentration, like, not get all hyped up, stay focused. You never know.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? I mean, I'm not saying, like, you have to like it, but that might be
I mean, it works, but I just don't like it.
I just meant more, like... In like the interview wise, people try to rile him up and try to get him riled up. He's just chilling.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But you look at like Josh Allen. Like Josh Allen's always like on the sideline.
Even Mahomes, Mahomes
just
too.
Like,
he's just up there.
So worried about the game, like so involved.
Yeah, invested.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, again, if that keeps your composure and you do what you keep.
Hey, if it brings home the trophy, that's all that matters, right?
Do what matters, right?
For sure.
We'll fuck it up somehow.
What was Wentz like? Like off the field, or even like when he was on the sidelines and stuff, was he invested?
I don't know. Wentz was a big supporter of Foles. Like really tried to like do everything he could possibly do to get Foles ready for the playoffs. And
so he was on that sideline when Foles was on the field, like kind of
but
watching,
it's still
and helping. And,
I mean, it still was a stab. I don't know. Like it was a stab to Foles, not to Foles to Wentz, to like have to. Like just watch that happen, like and like his moment just like be taken away and shit like that.
For sure.
And then they put that fucking statue outside the stadium, and like Wentz had to come to work every day and like walk by it. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think that hurt him?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or do you know so? Have you heard?
No, I don't. He would never say anything about that. Like he's such a good Christian. You know what I mean? Like he would never do anything like that. But it definitely had to like. Put a shadow, like you got to feel it shadow. And then the following season, after the Super Bowl, Foles did bad like the first couple games.
Foles?
Yeah.
Or was it Wentz?
Foles.
Because
Wentz wasn't back yet.
Oh, okay.
Foles did bad.
It was the year after I started watching.
Right.
The year after that year.
Yeah. Foles year before, you mean?
No, I started watching when Wentz it was Wentz last year. We had Wentz starting.
That was the year after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 2019.
Yeah, so it was the year before that.
Yeah, that was the year before that. You're talking about now.
Yeah, Foles wasn't doing great, and I think it was the feeling knowing like once Wentz was healthy, like Foles was coming out.
Right.
So like he wasn't invested, like it wasn't his team anymore. He knew that he like the playoffs and stuff like he knew that it was his. Like he could play it however he wanted to. And then they rushed Wentz back from that injury. He was not ready to come back.
Was it his back?
It was his ACL.
ACL. Okay.
Yeah, tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And then they rushed him back, and he wasn't ready. And I mean, it just downhill from there and fell apart from there.
Yeah.
And then they drafted Hurts.
Yep.
And that kind of told Wentz everything. Like, bad enough you had to walk past the statue every day of like the person that not took your shit, but like,
Right.
you know, like, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. And then your team's drafting another quarterback in like preparation to get rid of you. So
right. Now, Wentz still got a ring though, right?
yeah,
Okay.
everyone gets a ring.
Right?
Yeah, everyone gets a ring.
I didn't know if it was you had to play.
No, everyone gets a ring. Even like people that didn't touch the field, people that are hurt.
Do you think Wentz is at the Super Bowl?
What?
Do you think Wentz goes to the Super Bowl to watch?
The Eagles Super Bowl?
Yeah, like
the Super Bowl?
to the stadium. Yeah, this year.
No.
You don't think he'll go to watch football?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think any other football players will actually be there?
No.
No?
Well, maybe, but no.
You don't think
like maybe like Cardinals, like people that live in the state, yeah.
I just kind of say, like, if you're like a fan of football, like even though you're not in the Super Bowl, you wouldn't want to go to the Super Bowl and like you're like a celebrity. Sure, you go for free.
It's not like no.
No?
I don't think so.
No?
No, probably not. Nothing like that. I don't think it's the same. Like it's kind of like I don't. It's like why I don't. I just don't think it's like the same.
Thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, because like that's where you want to be
Right.
in the game. Like
Yeah.
why? Like it's just like.
So you don't think they watch football at all?
Watching football. Yeah, for 100%. Like I don't.
At home watching.
Yeah, like even like fucking Michael Parsons was tweeting all last night about fucking Eagles.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Oh, good things too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Like talking about like Lane Johnson, how he's an animal.
Yeah.
And like how much like he respects him for fucking playing with that tear and shit like that. But as far as like going to like other athletes like from other sports,
Right, they'll go.
but
celebrity-wise,
yeah, celebrity and like celebrities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as like other football players going to, it's not something where I really besides like retired or like
Right.
you know Hall of Famers and
not
shit like
current.
that. Not current, no.
I gotcha.
I mean, maybe, but
Yeah.
I mean, so like it like say Kansas City didn't win,
Right.
Like, do I think Travis would be there? Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
to support his brother,
Right.
But like, if you don't have family or anything like that,
True.
like
In the game. Or
playing in the
like
game, yeah, I really don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if
gotcha.
they go.
I get you.
I mean, what do I know?
Yeah.
I ain't fucking know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you think they go? Would you go if you were a football player? Would you go to the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I'm not. I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe.
yeah. I don't know.
Depends.
Like 49ers.
No way.
No shot, right? Like they just lost.
Oh,
They just lost to go. Like their chance to go.
They're
I would not want to be. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah, but you don't think like the worst team in the league who got out like forever ago isn't going to be like?
I wonder what this is like.
Yeah, like a dream.
Like Disney World.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
42. That's my number. That could be me.
That could be me down there. If you look at fucking Joey Bosa, his brother went to the Eagles game last night.
Did he?
And the fans like heckled the shit out of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, it was and he was in. Was he in the Eagles gear?
No, he's
I
in.
thought I saw.
No, he was in 49ers gear.
I saw some.
He was
meme with
cheering
some-
on his brother,
yeah,
and like he was like, because they got, I forget what team he plays for. They got all those fines and shit like that. And
Oh, he plays football.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they got all that fine, a bunch of fines, and the guy was like, "How are those fines?" He's like, "Good, because I can afford them, because I'm rich, bitch." Like shit like that, like just like
Crazy
arrogant fucking asshole.
asshole.
I mean, like you have to like, I understand like you don't want to deal with heckling, but
Right.
like what do you expect, bro?
True.
Like
Yeah, he kind of asked for
you're
it.
going to
Yeah,
Phillies stadium
kind
and
of asked for it.
Eagles shit. Yeah, you're just
Show
gonna
no
be,
mercy.
yeah, you're gonna be fucking.
True.
You gotta be professional.
True.
You know what I mean? You can't just like sit there and
And heckle back.
heckle back. Yeah, like
yeah,
what kind of
yeah.
shit is that? Like,
Well, if he was rich, bitch, wouldn't you think he'd be in like a better area without the fans there, like a enclosed like suite on the field?
I think he was going in early.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
they can
But
heckle.
it was just like
Yeah.
people like tailgaters and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like that
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I know people who went down just to
But
be in the parking lot of
yeah,
the game
but
to watch
yeah,
it.
oh yeah,
to the
it's
tailgate.
always
Yeah.
fun. But like, so like his brother was playing, so that's why he went, obviously.
Right.
But like, I don't think like any other random
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I don't think.
any random football players
Are
would
gonna
just
go.
go to another football game.
Right. I agree.
I don't know. I might like, I don't know, like maybe like coaches,
Mm-hmm.
like study and shit like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's
So
a weird industry.
It is.
So like, it's hard to like
A lot of sports are weird like that, though.
Yeah.
It's not just football.
Yeah, no, I agree. We're like way above time.
Yeah.
We're fucking.
Anything else you want to touch on before we bop on out of here?
Just you, baby.
Oh, you want to touch on this?
Touch on this?
All right.
You want to fuck on me?
All right, let's get dinner first.
I'm starving. Now, other than that, I just want to say go Birds.
Go Birds.
I mean, we'll be back next week before the Super Bowl.
We will be.
Oh, shit. I didn't think about that.
What?
The following week, I don't know if we'll have an episode on Monday.
Not on Monday, but
not on Monday. We'll have one
yeah.
throughout the week, but
Yeah,
not
for
on
sure.
Monday, unless the Eagles lose, and then
Yeah.
I'll just cry forever.
Cry, and then we'll just disappear
Yeah, just disappear. Forever.
Nah, we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like that video, hit that
Subscribe.
subscribe button.
Yep.
Check out the Patreon. I still have the apparel code for Throttle
Addict.
It's 15% off.
15,
not 20.
15% off.
15% off. Code 1111 teen TEEN. Other than that, we'll catch you next week.
Catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.